Do you want me to look at the camera or just look at you? Okay, well, my name is Nancy Ann Long. I prefer to go by Nan Long, but I have a whole bunch of nicknames. Nanigan, Nanalan, Banana, Shenanigans. Those are some of my regulars. One of my friends, they called me Nanigan all during sophomore year, and it was probably one of my favorites. Let's see, I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. I was born in Provo, Utah, but my family moved from there when I was about 1, so I'm a native Nebraskan. I love art and writing and reading and watching nerdy TV shows, and I like sweaters. I love playing video games as well. This is actually a key from Kingdom Hearts, which is a game I love to play. My friend gave me a whole bunch of pendants, and I like to hide little fun things in my wardrobe every day. Like, I have narwhal earrings that I like to wear, and when people notice them, they're like, "Who's narwhals?" And I'm like, "Yes." Well, I have a couple stories. One that happened most recently was I was in Europe, and we traveled through Germany and Austria, and we ended up in Venice during our last week or so. And I love Venice. Venice is the place I would go all the time if I could. I was with my mom and my stepdad, and then my uncle, Jim, and his 2 cousins, who I think are awesome. And then the only downside was that my crazy grandmother came along to Venice. She wasn't with us for the rest of the trip, but she was in Venice. And my grandmother is actually crazy, high functioning crazy. She lives in Sweden because she owes a whole lot of money in the U.S. And she wrote a book about how she had an affair with Lee Harvey Oswald while she was married to my grandfather. And my grandpa's yeah, she never knew Lee Harvey. She might have worked with him in Florida. So, a lot of proof against that book. So, we're in Venice. She has to wear these shoes that look sort of similar to mine, but they're purple and mine are white. And she has these curly laces on them. And my shoes are bigger than hers, and they have special inserts because my knees are messed up. So it's her last day in Venice. We're leaving the next day. And she has to catch a plane at 6 in the morning. So she gets up, I don't wake up, puts on my shoes, which aren't her size, and walks out of the hotel, gets on her plane, and gets to Sweden before she realizes she's wearing my expensive shoes, the ones that are especially for my feet. It was oh my gosh. And she left both of her pairs here, not only just her regular shoes, but her slippers too. And at this point, everyone was so fed up with her that even though she left those shoes, my uncle and my stepdad were yeah, we're just throwing it away. And my mom's arguing with them no, come on. But no, they just threw it away, and she wasn't happy about that. But I wasn't happy about my shoes, and Mom wasn't either. So yeah, I like to tell people, yeah, my grandmother walked out in my shoes and from a hotel in Venice. One thing I notice people doing a lot is, I find myself doing this too, and that's why I probably recognize it more, is that everyone thinks they come from this bad background. This happened to me when I was a kid. My parents divorced, so that's a pretty good reason for me to be slightly screwed up. But I don't think that's a reason for me to treat other people badly. Treat everyone you meet with kindness, because they all have a sad story of their own. So yeah, it's my advice.